Our countdown to first pitch continues. Today's stop is Bethany, and we get to visit with the co-head coaches of the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm softball team, Coach Tere Weber and Coach Brian Madden. Guys, thank you very much for taking time with me today. You look back and you've had a lot of time then to prepare for this season. Last year, 9-3 when the season came to an abrupt halt, and looked like things were going well. I always wonder about this, and I know I've asked a few coaches, can you carry something over if things are going positively like that? What's like in the program right now, and how are things going?
Well, we started this morning, so there is a lot of excitement. We're ready to. They're so ready. But they're tentative because it's like, is it really going to happen? You know, they got that. They still kind of have that fear. So we're looking forward to the season.
Definitely.
Coach, you guys and coaches, excuse me, you all have a number of solid pitchers coming back. That's something I think that's really been a hallmark of the program for you all in recent years. You're always able to send one or two solid out to the circle. You bring back Mahina Sauer as well as Vanderveer. Talk about some of your pitching staff.
Yeah, so we have, senior, COVID senior, Brooklyn Sparkman coming back. She's kind of been our horse the last couple of years, done a really good job for us. We got Chelsea Vandiver. She was really hitting her stride last year when the pandemic hit. So we're really excited about her coming back and doing well. So definitely some experience on the mound. Those two are kind of carry us. And then we have some good freshmen. And also a junior, Maddie Arnold, and the senior, Cassie Davila.
Coaches, the team is picked third according to the preseason coaches poll in the Great American Conference this season, as we're visiting now with Tere Weber and Brian Madden from Southern Nazarene. I'll ask you this really quickly. I mentioned Sauer is one of the pitchers. She's also plays in the infield for you too. I know things are a little bit different with Zoom meetings and all of those that you probably had to participate in. Ordinarily, I would joke about your, recruiting budget. I mean, you have players on this roster, not only from Hawaii, now Alaska, Canada as well. Is it disappointing that you don't get to travel to all those places, or were you traveling there anyway? How's it been then to get to reach out and bring people in from all around?
It's really unique and fun that we have these kids here. Unfortunately, we didn't go there and get them. They came to the States and we found them here. So, but that would be one of our goals, to be able to travel again and go to those places. But it really makes a nice team chemistry with so many different backgrounds and areas, and not just from one place. And it makes it a really nice, we're really enjoying that part of it.
Coach, the team was hitting at 343 as a team last season when things shut down. That was good enough for second in the Great American Conference. Talk about your bats this year.
We return a lot of big hitters. I mean, we lost a little bit of speed, but we gained some power. We got Mahina coming back. She's been in all conference. She led the conference in hitting a couple years ago. Kaylin Curley, I think she was a home run leader in the conference at one time last year. Haley Fellers and Sky Ayat. Natalie Jones, she was a freshman last year. She had a really good start. I think she was hitting 400 when COVID hit. So just really excited about all those bats in the lineup. And we have a lot of good freshmen too that are going to come in and make a difference. We have a transfer, Sydney Everhart from Weatherford Junior College. She's had a great fall, so we're really excited to see her on the field. So just a lot of potential with our bats.
With all of the adjustments and eligibility opportunities now that players have due to all that we've been through in the last year or so, talk about the impact then the freshmen can have, and you mentioned that you have freshmen, a lot of them coming in with players who have the opportunity to stick around for a little bit longer. Are the freshmen going to have a strong impact for your team this year?
They're definitely making an impact because they're really pushing those kids. because those were kids we were planning on replacing some of those studs with that, and now they're still here. So they get it. So it's great continuity of leadership that these young kids are getting to see. I think it's a win-win. They may not get to play as much, but they will see some time, and they're really making us better because they could be on the field. So we're excited about the freshmen and the ones that got to stay and our older kids. It's really, I think, going to help us in the long run.
The schedule gets underway for you all on February 5th. Of course, GAC play really kicks in 3 weeks later, February 26th, but you're able to play some games in Edmond and then able to with the UCO and Oklahoma Christian Festival. You're going to be hosting some games there as well. A pretty solid non-conference schedule before you get into GAC play. Talk about the opening to your schedule then.
Yeah, so we open up our first weekend, I believe, with Texas Tyler, the Lone Star team, and then we have Oklahoma Christian and Cameron. So it's gonna be a tough first weekend, but we kind of like that. We want to challenge ourselves and kind of see where we're at, and build for that conference schedule, because the GAC's tough. Every weekend you got to be ready to play, and I feel like a tough non-conference schedule really prepares you for that.
All right, well, the Crimson Storm, according to the coaches poll, picked third in the Great American Conference this season. Coach Brian Madden, Coach Tere Weber, thank you so much for taking time with us as we count down to first pitch in the GAC.
Thank you, Joey. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Joey.
you.